Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie, and this is Yoga with Debbie. Today we are going to be doing some yoga to help build our leg strength. There's also a little bit of core strength involved in there too, because our core is what helps keep us upright as well. So if you have some yoga blocks, feel free to grab those. If you need to press pause and then come back when you're ready. If you don't have blocks, just know that you can always use books or anything solid and sturdy that you can squeeze in between your thighs and put some weight on your hands. And if you're ready to begin, let's get going. We're going to begin laying on our back today. So find your way down onto your back. Get yourself comfortable. We'll just take a moment to center ourselves on our mat, taking 3 deep breaths, breathing in, filling your belly full of air. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. 2 more like that. Last one, fill that belly. If you close the eyes down, you can blink them open, and we will bring our knees into our chest, one at a time. Full wind pose, making sure that your full spine stays intact with the yoga mat. Take a moment, feeling the ground supporting you. It feels good. Rock a little side to side if that feels good. Give a little massage on the back. Otherwise, you can stay in stillness. We'll make our way into Happy Baby. Stretching the feet up towards the sky, grasping the outside of the feet, bending the knees towards the armpits, and using the elbows to gently push open the knees a little bit more. Again, making sure that your full spine is staying in contact with the yoga mat. So tipping the pelvic floor up towards the ceiling a little bit does help with that. Making sure you can maintain that full yogic breath. Inhaling into the belly. Exhaling out the nose. We're going to try straightening one leg. Other, just getting a little bit of a stretch into our hamstrings. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can maintain the bent knee position. Bringing the feet together, straightening the legs up towards the ceiling, feeling a nice stretch in towards the hamstrings. If it hurts to do it both legs at a time, and bend one knee and put it on the floor and pull that leg in towards you, left or right, whichever one works for you, or whichever one you put down onto the ground. And then we will gently swap to the other side. Again, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the hamstring. If you have a strap or rope strap or anything like that, you can certainly use that to help you get a deeper stretch. This is just beginning to warm up the legs. Place both feet back down on the floor, and we will roll our way up to seated. Scoot your bum back a little bit, straightening both legs out in front of you, finding a nice tall spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, think about shining the heart forward and bending through the hips, or extending through the hips, and then bring the hands down. Think about pushing your heart forward and feeling a nice stretch in the back of the knees, or the back of the thighs. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, feel free to do that. Again, making sure we can maintain that full breath, inhaling and exhaling. Bending just a little bit further. If you have the range of motion that you can pancake onto your legs, feel free to do so. But the important part here is that you're feeling the the stretch in the back of the thighs, in the hamstring area. One more big breath in. And exhale. Rolling your way back up to seated. You can cross the feet at the ankles if you want. We're going to roll over onto the knees, making our way into our all fours position. Making sure that our knees are directly over our hips. Our shoulders are directly over the wrists. The hands are spread nice and wide. Once you're happy with that, extend the neck nice and long. Inhale to pull that navel in towards the spine. Exhale, keeping that navel pulled in. On the next inhale, extend the left leg up, or back and up, and the left arm out, finding that nice extension in the legs, in the arms, flexing that foot. Inhale, and on the exhale, lower back down into all fours, taking it onto the opposite side. Left leg extends, flexing the foot, right arm extends, keeping that navel pulled in towards the spine. Nice full stretch. Inhale. Just know if you're wobbling, it's perfectly normal. Exhale, back to all fours. Again, making sure the knees are directly underneath the hips. Inhale, extend that right leg back, flexing the foot. We're going to curl or bend the knee up towards, bending the knee, the foot goes towards the bum. Exhale, tap those toes down. Inhale, curl the foot towards the bum. Exhale, drop the toes. Once more, inhaling. And toe taps. And then bringing that knee back in. If you'd like, you can certainly extend the opposite arm out. Again, we're going to take this to the left side, flexing that foot. The important thing is, if you're doing that, is to make sure that both hip points are facing towards the floor though. Curl that foot towards the bum, bending the knee, and exhale, toe tap. Inhale, curl it up. Exhale, tap. That navel's pulled in nice and tight, using the core. Inhale, curl, tap, and make your way back into all fours. We're going to curl the toes under, walk the hands out, one hand width further, just in front of the shoulders, usually about a hand's width, and then push the hips back and up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog. Take a moment to find your dog. Let's walk it out, bending one knee and then the other. Make sure you're extending fully through the arms. Once you've found that motion, push those hips up towards the sky, lowering the heels towards the floor, keeping the soft bend in the knee or a generous bend, whichever feels good to you. Inhale, lifting that right foot up towards the ceiling, looking ahead towards the hands, bringing that knee into the chest, stepping it through to our low lunge. And this is where you're going to grab your blocks or your book, whatever you have. So you can use whatever height feels good for you. You can uncurl that back toe. Again, with our low lunge, we want to make sure that our knee is directly over our ankle. Let those hips melt towards the floor a little bit. Keeping attention in your abdominal section, making sure that you are keeping those abdominals engaged, because we don't just want to flop down through. We want to maintain integrity. Uncurl the toes, pushing up into our high lunge, keeping a bend in that back knee. Wobbles are good. Inhaling to find a nice tall spine. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the heart center. Inhale to find length. And on the exhale, with that left elbow on the outside of the right knee, twist. Maintaining a nice long spine. Making sure you can breathe fully. And then on an inhale, reaching back up. And exhale, float yourself up to the front of the mat. Tadasana. The blocks out of the way so you can see my feet. We want to maintain or get into our nice stable core here. Or pose, sorry. Inhaling, pull that belly in. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands down. Heel toe those feet out as wide as your yoga mat or wider if need be. And point the toes out. And lower your bum towards the mat. Malasana. And if you have a block and you need a block to help you get into that Malasana, whatever height works for you. If you don't need the block, bring the elbows to the inside of the knees, and you can put the hands at heart center. Making sure you can take a nice full deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. Plant the hands back down on the mat, lift the bum back up, walking your feet back to the back of the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Notice if this one feels any different than our first downward facing dog. If your legs are still a little bit tight and you need to pedal out the feet, feel free to do so. Making sure to push up the hips towards the ceiling or sky. Nice extension in the arms. Navel is engaged. Inhale, lifting that left leg up towards the ceiling. And exhale, looking through, carrying or putting that foot in between the hands, dropping that back knee, uncurling the toes, grabbing the blocks or books. Finding some length in the spine with your inhale, and exhale, let the hips relax. Curl the toes under. Inhale to find length. Exhale, push your way up into the high lunge. And again, keep a bend in that back knee. Making sure that the knee is directly over that ankle. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands down through to heart center. Adjust the stance if necessary. I stepped a little wide. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, hook that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Twist. Again, we would need to make sure we can take a nice full deep breath in and out. Not collapsing the belly onto the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, swing the arms back. Float that right foot forward, finding your Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat. Lowering your bum, bending at the knees. Finding your Malasana squat, your yogi squat. Finding the one that works for you. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, feel those hips open just a little bit more. Reach the left hand behind you and then the right. Lower yourself down onto your bum. Scoot your bum back a little bit towards the center of your mat. Lean back onto your sits bones. Arms will come out in front of you. Lift the feet up. You can keep a 90-degree bend in the knees if you'd like, or you can extend and come back into full expression of boat pose. Whichever pose works best for you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tap that left toe down, bringing it back up to meet the right. Inhale, tap the right down. Exhale, back up. And on your own breath now. Inhaling, tap. And just no wobbles are good. Or full on trembling, however your body's going. And if you're feeling confident or that feels a little too easy for you, now you can try it with both feet at the same time. Inhale, drop the toes. Exhale, bring them back up. Two more. Last one. And plant the feet back down, rocking back up. Extend the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding over, shining that heart forward. Now this should feel a little easier in the back of the legs. You may be able to go a little bit further than you did when we did the first one of our seated forward fold. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold just a little bit more. And we're talking millimeters when we say more. Again, if you've got that ability to pancake and lay your belly all the way over your legs, good for you. I don't have that range of motion. One more breath in and out. Slowly roll your way back up to a nice tall spine. And cross your legs, finding a nice easy seat, however that feels good to you. Placing the hands on the knees. Inhale, shine the heart forward, lifting the chin towards the ceiling. And exhale, round, rocking onto your sit bones. Seated cat-cow. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round. And once more, inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself back up to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Hands together to touch. Exhale, hands down through to your heart center. Close the eyes down for a moment, dropping the chin to the chest. Thanking your body for taking you through this practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice for strengthening our legs and our abdominals. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. I look forward to practicing with you again.